Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining SYNAC's webinar on the Dynamics 365 mobile app. Today, I will be going through the Dynamics 365 mobile app and showing you around in basic navigation and how you're going to do things in the app. I am going to be kind of working in conjunction from my mobile phone onto the screen. So, please bear with me if there are any little technical difficulties or anything that kind of occur along the way. Also note that this webinar is a listen-only webinar. So you will have time for questions at the end. The chat will be open throughout. You can type in any questions, and then once I finish the demo and presentation, I will go ahead and answer any of those questions that you have. And also remember, if you need any help or assistance or have any questions about anything that I might cover during this webinar or any other customer webinars, always feel free to reach out to support@synac.net, and someone on the team would be happy to assist you. It's part of the service we provide at SYNAC. So if you actually want to start using the mobile app for your business afterwards, we can send you some instructions and further instruct you on how to get this set up. And the mobile app is available to everyone that has a Dynamics 365 license. What you would do is you would go into your app store, whether it's through an iPhone or an Android device, look up Microsoft Dynamics 365 for phones. That's the one that you'll want. Go ahead and download it. There's no charge for it. It's a free download. And once you download it and you go in, you're going to use your email and password that you use to log into Dynamics normally. Okay? So this is where the technical difficulties might come in, because I'm going to go ahead and get logged in on my phone. So you'll see that. And I'll display my screen. So give me a few seconds here. All right, wonderful. Here we go. Here I am. I have just clicked on my icon for Microsoft Dynamics on my phone. Okay, the icon looks just like this square. When I go ahead and do that, it's going to come in and ask me for my credentials. Okay, and 1 second. What I'm trying to do now. Okay. And remember, this is going to be your email, and it will be your password when you go ahead and do this. I missed something. Sorry, guys, this is the difficulties with trying to, oh, I see what's going on. The number keys, 2, 7, 6. Here I was thinking it would be nice to show you guys how to log in, and it's just causing me a couple of issues right now. But I am almost there. I figured out the problem. Yeah. All right, so once you put in your username, which is your email and your password, You're going to head and get logged in, and then you're going to go find the app that you use. It usually typically has your company name in it. So you'll go ahead and find that app that you always use. You'll go ahead and log in. Now, as long as you don't log out of the app, typically the next time you go to the app, it's going to remember your credentials, okay? I actually went in and forced a log out into the app on my phone. So once you come in here, you'll see that it will default to whatever screen you typically see when you log into Dynamics on your desktop, okay? It's going to kind of default all of those favorite views and things that you use on your desktop so that there's kind of a seamless experience, whether you're using it, you know, on your computer or whether you're on the go using your mobile phone. So you'll see here that, you know, I'm on a dashboard. That's where I go and I log in. And I can also, if I go ahead, I can scroll down, right? And everything now is going to be much more scrollable, right? I'm going to see everything that would normally be on my dashboard. And I still have all of the same functionality that I normally would on the dashboard that's on my desktop. For example, I can come here and I could expand the chart if I wanted to, or I can hit the 3 ellipses and I can go ahead and view all of the records that are part of that dashboard, right? So all of your capabilities that you have in your desktop, you have available on the go for you when you go ahead and use your mobile device, okay? So your main toolbar, your left-hand navigation that you're normally used to when you're using your desktop application will be found right here in your upper left-hand corner under this hamburger menu, right? You'll see the flyout come out, and then you'll see all of the entities and tables that you're used to seeing within Dynamics that they're normally available to you. You can click on them, and they will take you to the list, to a list view of those records, okay? You can go ahead and scroll. You can select the downward caret next to the list name to go and select one of your other views. I did not want that one. I wanted active accounts, all right? And from here, if you want more information, you want to go into a record, you just go ahead and click on it. It will take you to the detail view of the record, and all of your information that you're used to seeing on your desktop is going to be available here, okay? You're just going to scroll a little bit more, you know, so instead of, say, the different areas being side by side on the screen, you're going to see the mobile responsiveness of Dynamics. Go ahead and kind of shrink this down and make each section, you know, kind of on top of each other for a more scrolling experience. You'll also see the tabs that you're normally used to seeing across the top of your screen right here. Now you'll notice once again, I only see one of them, and I have 3 ellipses here. The 3 ellipses become so much more important during the mobile experience, okay? Remember, that means more commands. There's more stuff that's always contained under the 3 ellipses that you can do. So if we go ahead and hit the 3 ellipses, you'll see that I have some of my other tabs that I would normally have on an account record. Also have some of those related things that I'm used to seeing when I go to the 3 ellipses in the desktop view, okay? So maybe here, you know, I want to go to my timeline, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click on the timeline from the 3 ellipses. And it's going to contain all of the records you're used to seeing in your timeline, okay? Now, some of the great things, you can search the timeline. You can add a new note in the timeline, right? Okay. You can add attachments here. You can take a picture. You have your, you know, your functionality here to kind of bold and change font sizes in that note. Okay. Also, you can add all the common things that you're used to adding within that timeline, right? So you can create your appointments or your emails, your phone calls, everything directly right from the mobile device, and it will be in the timeline of the record. And then it's also going to be there when you go back to your desktop. Okay, some of the convenient things. If you initiate a phone call, right, and create a phone call record, actually, I'm kind of doing this the same way here. If you want to go back, your back buttons are here at the bottom of the app. If I went ahead here, let me do something a little bit better here. This one does have a phone number. Okay, let's go ahead and find this phone number here. There's the phone number. If I go ahead and call out from my device, hopefully this isn't someone's real phone number. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end it. You're actually going to end up getting a record that you had that phone call, right? So here it is. It's already telling me, it's prompting me to put that phone call note or activity within Dynamics. So, you know, you're kind of saving a step if you use your mobile phone when you're making phone calls, because you can make the phone call, and then once you finish with the phone call, your Dynamics app is already coming up asking you to, you know, create that phone call record, right? And, you know, you can go ahead and save this or mark it complete, you know, put any notes that you have, you know, about the call in there. I know some of you have, you know, automation that will create a follow-up or something like that. So it's a super great way to kind of save steps and go for efficiencies, right? While you're working within the mobile app. So you can kind of leverage that, you know, phone to app capability right there. Okay. So again, you know, you have your back buttons. I can go back to my list view. I can also go to other list views. The hamburger menu up in the top left-hand side is going to give you a flyout where you can go to other sections of your Dynamics. I don't know why I'm seeing this in a calendar view. I'm going to figure I'm not going to look at open opportunities. Clearly, please note, I'm working in a demo database right now. So some of this stuff you can see is a lot of sample data. It's a demo database that's made available to us. So there's sometimes some funny information in here. Okay, so some other things to know. Up here, you'll see your magnifying glass, right, in your main navigation. This is your search, okay? So you can go ahead and, you know, use your wildcard if you like to use that, search for whatever you need, and you're going to see that very similar, you know, search results that comes up. Note that you have a 1 of 3 that will maybe take you to other records such as contacts or activities that you might have within the system. So there are some slight differences in navigation when you're in your mobile app. From here, you can go ahead and go into a record, right? Also in your main navigation up here, you'll see the plus button, right? This is your add a new record, right? Whether it's an activity, an account, contact, a new opportunity, you know, you use that plus button at the top and you can very quickly create a new record in the mobile app. Also remember, 3 ellipses also means more commands. So you can always look and see if there's other information or other commands or things you can do when you hit those 3 ellipses in the mobile app. They'll come up a lot more often when navigating the mobile app. Okay, I don't want to see. Okay. Now if I come back here, I'm back home. Oops, sorry. I'll go back to my main navigation. I can go back to my dashboards. So I hope that, I was able to give you a little bit of a demo of some of, the features, but also, pay close attention to how similar the navigation is now to what you experienced during the desktop. I know some of you have tried to use possibly the mobile app in the past, and it maybe seemed a little bit clunky. I know a lot of the navigation was at the bottom. It was very different from, I think, what you're used to in the desktop. So it was hard to kind of make that switch, especially back and forth. But Microsoft back in the fall made a big update to the mobile app, and I feel that it mirrors much more your experience that you get when you are on the desktop. So it is very handy to have. The biggest things are, remembering that hamburger menu is going to take you to your different navigation, right? Go to your different sections of Dynamics. And then also, remembering your search and your new button are up here. Some handy features of the mobile app that you don't necessarily have in the desktop version. When you're adding, say, a note to the timeline, you have a little bit more of capabilities. One that other clients have found super handy for their note-taking process has been the ability to use a microphone. Now, my mobile settings are set that I cannot use the microphone for Dynamics, but you can enable that as one of the settings on your mobile phone, and you can actually take voice notes that will attach to your note within Dynamics. So especially if you're out driving and you want to put a note in of, say, how a meeting went, or maybe notes of important things that you want to, capture so you can review later when you get back to your desk. That capability has become very handy for a lot of clients when they're on the go and out on the road. So, just to recap, if you're interested in using the Dynamics 365 for Sales app for yourself, you can go to your App Store on your mobile device. In the lookup, you'll look up Microsoft Dynamics 365 for phones. You'll see that very familiar Microsoft icon, so you'll know it's the right one. When you get in there, go ahead and download it, and you're going to use your Dynamics credentials, your email and your password that you're used to using to access Dynamics, to go ahead and log in. And then remember, you've got your main navigation up here at the top. You can get to your different areas of Dynamics here. And then go ahead, and those 3 ellipses become really important because they're always containing more information, okay? That's where you're going to find your more commands. But think about making phone calls from there so you can make sure to record that activity record, and take your notes on the go while the information's still fresh, and tie it to the contacts and stuff so you don't lose it. If you have any questions, remember, Synnect is here to help. Our all-inclusive support contract includes any questions you have and any help you might need getting this set up. We can get on a call with you, potentially do a screen share, and help walk you through how to get this set up on your phone so you can start using the mobile app for Dynamics 365. All right, I'm going to switch back over right now to Teams and see if we have any questions. Okay, doesn't look like we have any questions right now. If you do have any questions on the mobile app, please feel free to chat them into the chat within Teams right now. If not, remember, always email Synnect at support@synnect.net. and we'll go ahead and get your questions answered for you and get you set up and running on the Dynamics 365 for Sales mobile app. All right, thank you everyone. Have a great day.